Um, I haven't posted in a few days, quite a few days. Let me set this. I haven't posted it because, one, we've been out of power until Friday. The tornado came through on Monday night, Memorial Day night. We got really, really lucky. Most damage we got at our house was a few pieces of our fence got knocked down. Our neighbors lost a lot of trees. Nobody died. That's the thing that is just miraculous. There was one man that was killed up in Salina, which is near where my family is, my extended family. And I've seen various numbers. There's as many as 15. I've seen 9, 12, 13, 15 tornadoes come through here and just flattened. Out that window, if you walk 2 minutes north, it's flattened. It's Alina and I have been spending the whole week this week. Well, it's Sunday now, so last week, just alternating between being sad and angry and guilty, seeing how much people have lost and that we have not. All of our refrigerated food went in the trash. Most of it really couldn't be eaten. Right now and we've got all of our utilities up as of this morning. Vectron came and turned the gas back on. We got lights and water on Friday. Power and water. And you can see over my shoulder, we've got a pile of candles that we were using. I collected them all and put them up on the mantle, and I'm going to leave them there as a reminder of what it was like to lose such basic necessities for just a week, how awful we felt, and how petty that feels relative to how much other people around us have lost. So we've got all of our stuff back together. It's still a process of cleaning some things up. Housework stuff. It's rake the fucking yard and wash the dishes and doing that sort of thing and getting ourselves back up and running. But the next step is, what do we do for the rest of the people? How do we help? We got our power back on Friday, and Alina cried happy tears. I was giddy. I saw the garage light, the one on the side of the garage, was on. And we came back through the neighborhood, which was black every night up until that point. And she cried happy tears, and I was giddy like a little kid just to see that one silly bulb turn on. And that night we sat down, talked, and we wondered, what do we do next? How do we help? The people that have reached out and donated and come to put their hands to put their hands on the devastation and volunteer and help has been amazing. Like, food banks are turning people away because they're full. That's an awesome problem to have. People are, for the most part, the people's utilities are like ours, and they were waiting on the house to be up and running 100%. But there's a lot of houses, I would guess, I don't know, I haven't seen any numbers, but just guessing from my visual, in my neighborhood, there's probably 4 or 5 dozen houses that are uninhabitable. Um, Probably still don't have power or gas because it's a safety issue for them. Um, Hopefully they've got places that they're staying. I don't know. I know a lot of hotels are full of people right now. Red Cross has been taking care of a lot of people. Um, my thoughts immediately went to what about 6 months from now? Back when Katrina hit, my parents volunteered and went down to Mississippi at a year after it hit, and I think 2 years as well. And the rebuilding efforts at that point were still going on. There were areas that were still not touched for rebuilding, for helping. Um, Obviously, our devastation here hasn't been on that scale, but I have to wonder what happens to help these people get back in their homes. What happens to the homes that people don't come back to? What happens to the businesses that have been flattened? Um, there's already been rumors of the plaza that's over on the corner is just going to be left. That that the owners are just like, fuck it, we're not doing it. It's too expensive or whatever. You know, honestly, the area that got hit the worst, Trotwood, um, a couple of areas up here around the corner from us, on the other side of the interstate on Wagner Ford, they're low income areas. Like, they didn't have a lot of business here to begin with. And the houses were probably a lot of rentals, not terribly well kept up to begin with. Probably a lot of them don't have insurance. So, I'm wondering, how's this place going to look in another year? What can I do? What can I do to help the people that need it, that don't have the resources or finances to rebuild, that want to? There's probably going to be a lot of people that don't want to. There's probably a lot of people that just fucking leave and never look back. We just got in this neighborhood. We've been here not even a year yet. It'll be a year in the end of July. And already we feel like we're home. I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see people just give up. I don't know. I don't know where to go exactly. I've seen some suggestions, had some suggestions given to me. Just talked to my parents about it last night. But now that people have their daily needs, more or less, I'm thinking of long-term livelihoods. Homes, businesses, make this a place that people want to come again. Don't make it a wasteland. Don't leave it a wasteland. How can I help? How can we fix that? One thing I know is that if the businesses do come back, they're going to need help from the community with people frequenting them. They're going to need income. They're going to need people to shop. People are going to need to work there. People need jobs in this area. So, in order to make it livable, sustainable, I have a couple of ideas that I can do myself with my comics and my artwork. Charity auction for my artwork. Maybe I can reach out. I'm concerned about it because I'm not a well-known artist. My name's not big. So I'm hoping maybe I can get help and reach out and But then there's the question of where does that money go to? Where would it be most useful? I just don't know. It's very early still. It hasn't even been a week. It's been the longest fucking 4 days of not having anything. I gotta remind myself we do have things. It's not that we don't have anything. And it's, you know, it's a weird process of balancing the grief that I'm feeling with the gratefulness of we could have lost so much more. That tornado could have come a quarter mile south and completely wiped our house out. Finally got coffee back. Good Lord, I missed that. I know that we're not, we're just beginning. It'll be a week tomorrow night. So, absolutely just beginning. Thanks for watching.